Hi there, greetings to all family and friends around the world. Anne and I are well, and we pray that you are too. In fact, I've literally just come back from having my first vaccination, and it made me very grateful for God's grace, God's common grace, giving scientists breakthroughs, wisdom, knowledge, but also made me quite mindful of my family and friends around the world who don't live in such privileged situations. As you know, in these little videos, the last one I've been doing on shepherding, and I feel just to continue that theme today. Last time we looked at Jesus, the Good Shepherd. Lots of people give titles to Jesus. The writer of the Hebrews says he's the great apostle. The young man comes to Jesus and says, "You're the great teacher." The woman comes to him at the well and says, "Sir, I perceive you're a prophet." But Jesus himself says, "I'm the good shepherd." And that reverberates with David's magnificent insight into who God is, that Lord is my shepherd. And last time we looked at one of the shepherding ways that Jesus leads us, and that we as spiritual shepherds can be leading people, whether that's in churches, in families, in neighborhoods, in communities, that we feed people the right diet. And the right diet is to feed off Jesus, to feed on him. Now I want to look at leading people. You see, it's important that spiritual shepherds lead. Sheep famously have no natural sense of direction. In fact, Isaiah said, "We like sheep have gone astray." And Jesus even told a parable about the lost sheep. And sheep seem to need to be led. And God graciously gives us shepherds to lead. Of course, Jesus being the magnificent Good Shepherd. But it's not like our shepherds here in the United Kingdom that shepherd the sheep by sending a barking dog. I don't know whether you've seen those pictures on your screens of a shepherd rounding up sheep with a barking dog. In fact, when Anne and I lived in North Yorkshire, literally next door to our house, was quite a well-known shepherd and his flock. He'd been on television, famous BBC TV series called One Man and His Dog, all about how sheepdogs round up the sheep, and there was competitions involved, and he won those and travelled all over the world telling people about British shepherds. But actually we want to look at biblical shepherds. New Testament shepherds didn't send barking animals to round up the sheep. They led from the front, and therefore Jesus can say this: "I'm the good shepherd, my sheep know my voice. I call them by name and they follow me." And Jesus leads by example. His life was such a beautiful example. And we're called to follow his example. And that's the standard, if you like, the pattern of New Testament leadership. That we're called to imitate our leaders, follow our leaders, obey your leaders. Paul says this: "Imitate me just as I imitate the Lord." As I follow Christ, now follow my ways. Leadership is not hidden away. It's not in some management office somewhere. Leadership is visible, it's up front, it's right in people's faces. They see our lifestyle, they see our vulnerabilities, they see how we handle the highs and the lows. They're looking at us right now, how we're handling these lockdown difficulties and pressures, how we handle our relationships, how we handle our families, how we handle our finances, how we handle our physical health, our mental health. Our whole being is involved in this. And we're to be those who are leading from the front, demonstrating a lifestyle of grace and mercy and love and kindness and compassion. And it's that kind of character that people want to follow. People aren't so impressed with gift. Gift is just given by God. But character is deeply worked into us over a period of years, and people want to follow men and women of character. So I want to encourage you, wherever you're leading this week, whether that's in a church setting, whether that's in a work setting, whether it's in a family setting, whether it's in a neighbourhood setting, there's a sense in which we want to follow the shepherding example of Jesus. We want to lead people by example. We want to be good shepherds, just like Jesus is the good shepherd. Pray you have a good week. Pray that you are able to demonstrate the love, the grace, the mercy of Jesus by leading people by example. God bless you.